This is Tony Curry with LG Mobilecom, Regional Product Trainer. And what I'm going to go through here is the specs or on the Optimus 2X. The Optimus 2X is one of our premier devices for premier global devices on Android. It runs Android 4.2. It also has the NVIDIA dual-core Tegra 2 CPU. So that one CPU is running at 1.2 gigahertz. Now what that means, it being dual-core, it's like effectively having a 2 gigahertz CPU in one phone. Let me show you some of the cool features about the Optimus 2X. One great feature is on it is the camera. 2 megapixel camera up front and a 5 megapixel camera in the back. So you have the capability of doing some really great video conferencing. But what I want to show off is HDMI mirroring. HDMI mirroring is something that's a little bit different than what you're normally used to with HDMI out. If you have an HDMI out on let's say a different phone that may have been released a couple of years ago, you can plug in an HDMI cable, push it over to a TV set, but it's not real time. What you see on the TV is what you see on what you see on the screen is what you see on the TV. But with HDMI mirroring, I can have even a console gaming-like experience on my phone. So if I want to play one of my favorite driving games like Need for Speed Shift, I can simply hold my device in my hand, plug in my HDMI cable to my Optimus 2X, and then plug that into my big screen TV in my hotel room or my home, and I'm playing one of the best driving games out right here on my screen.
You've been practicing so this looks good, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty good. I should get like first place. If not second. We'll see. So now one thing great about the NVIDIA Tegra 2 CPU is that right now there's currently no game or no application that takes advantage of that CPU. But NVIDIA has visited our booth over the last couple of days. They are talking with developers about utilizing that Tegra 2 CPU and making some of the great games that, like Gears of War, like the Unreal Tournament on the PC, making those type of quality games that will be on the NVIDIA Tegra 2 CPU for us on the Optimus 2X. And as you see here, I've got my device in my hand, and I can literally be sitting down in front of my living room playing a great game like this, Need for Speed Shift, right here on my handset. And with that NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, I can even have tons of applications running in the background. Should I have maybe, let's say, in my hotel room here in Vegas, and I've got my 2X, and I've maybe have it connected to my Microsoft Exchange email, I can still be racing, doing whatever I need to do, maybe even on Facebook, doing whatever I want to do, and playing a game at the same time. That's the great thing about that Tegra 2 CPU. Being able to play games, be productive, and have fun at one time. Now, let's say even if I have some of my favorite movies, let's say if I wanted to have, my wife, she's never seen the Bellagio water show. Never seen it. She's never come here to Vegas, ever. But, maybe I want her to take a look at it. I can use my 5 megapixel camera in the back, take the Bellagio water show, come back home and say, hey babe, you've never seen it, but one day we'll make it to Vegas together, but I want to show you what's going on. So I'll pop into my gallery, plug in my HDMI cable, look at my movies, and we'll just play a simple movie here. Plug in my video player, and then just play that video. And then so she'll be able to see whatever I happen to be seeing just by having my HDMI cable plugged into my Optimus 2X. So, like I said, great things about the 2X. One, 2 megapixel camera up front, 5 megapixel in the back for video conferencing. The mainstay, the backbone of the Optimus 2X is that dual-core NVIDIA Tegra 2 CPU running at 1.2 gigahertz. That basically like having two 1 gigahertz CPUs in one, as well as the HDMI out cable plugging into a large screen TV or wherever I want to plug it into to be able to have that living room experience while I'm on the go. And that's the Optimus 2X.
Very nice. Very well. You've done that before.